think it's about time we talk about the Rock situation. The Rock. Where do I get started with this? Okay, so the Rock ruined WWE, and we need to talk about it. Is really true. Now I know it just happened like a week ago at this point, but the reason why I didn't make a video about it is because I had to make other videos about WrestleMania, about new stuff that's happening in the WWE. But it's finally time to talk about the Rock situation, and it's pretty insane, if you ask me myself, because The Rock ruined WWE, and we need to talk about is a crazy title and a crazy statement to open with, but most wrestling fans can agree that he did. He ruined, just say here, he ruined the Cody Rhodes championship reign. I feel like that's one of the main reasons why Cody Rhodes' championship reign failed. I think it's one of the biggest reasons that many people hated it. I feel like that's really one of the biggest reasons that people hated it. I still loved it. All the feuds, I still loved everything about the Cody Rhodes championship reign, even though, because I'm a big Cody Rhodes fan, I think it was a big reason. As here, the Raw after Mania, after Cody won the title, where basically The Rock held the title and basically thought, and 99% of people thought Cody Rhodes is winning is going to have a match with The Rock near the end of his championship reign, and The Rock is taking the title off of him. That's what we all thought for literal months. We all thought that, and literally up until the last months of Cody Rhodes' championship reign, we all thought that The Rock was going to take the championship off of Cody. We all thought that. We all thought that. We all thought that. But that's not what ended up happening, as we know. This right here was basically the turning point that made The Rock into, people thought, I don't even know, because people thought The Rock and Cody Rhodes were going to have a match for the championship, which obviously we know that did not end up happening. This right here was the point where we said every feud from now on that Cody Rhodes has with this championship that is not Bloodline Rock related is a filler feud until this man gets back. And that's who we all thought. AJ, not me, AJ, Kevin Owens, Solo. Who else did he? Basically, that's it. Right. Yeah. AJ, Solo, Logan, and that's it. John Cena. We all really thought that The Rock was going to be involved at the end. He wasn't. Now let's give you another reason why The Rock also ruined WWE. Because after this, The Rock didn't show up until from April to October. He literally did not show up during the summer. Not one bit. Then he showed up at Bad Blood after Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes teamed up to take on the fake blood, the Timu bloodline with Jake Fatu and Solo Sikoa. He did the 1, 2, 3 thing, and that's it. That's how Bad Blood ended. And we had multiple rumors why he was there. What's the point? Heck, there was even a fan that caught Solo on camera saying when he was walking up the ramp, said, "All part of the plan. All part of the plan." What do you mean, all part of the plan? There's a rumor that, heck, this didn't matter. He just showed up because he was in Georgia, which is the reason why he was there. Come on. The second reason is because of Solo, whatever group or whatever, or something like that. I forget the third one, but it was some reasons with if he just because he showed up, and then the solo thing. But that solo thing never ended up happening, and this was never part of the plan. He didn't even show up at all until the Raw debut on Netflix. After this point, he did not show up in 2024 after Bad Blood. Nobody even talked about him. Nobody. I swear, like he showed up, nobody even talked about him. It's like he completely vanished into thin air like that. He completely vanished after this moment. Like he didn't exist anymore or something like that. And then he didn't show up until the Raw debut on Netflix, which he showed up, right? We all thought it was going to be something great, massive. He was dressed up in the final boss persona. We all really thought he was going to cut some things. He came out with the People's Championship, right? But then as he started talking, heck, he hugged Cody Rhodes, who just a year ago he was literally murdering in the parking lot in Chicago, making this dude bleed. And a year later, he's hugging the WWE champion, saying he's the workhorse, the QB of this company. And we get it. You guys made up outside of the WWE, but in WWE, when you enter WWE again, storytelling-wise, it does not matter. Outside does not matter in WWE. I'm just saying that right now. It does not matter outside of WWE. Not one bit. Not one bit. And he started doing a babyface Rock character, thanking the people, thanking the Netflix execs, thanking the TKO for getting Raw and WWE on Netflix. And that was it. And then he said he'll be watching the Roman Reigns Solo Sikoa follow match because he knows it's going to be important. We all thought The Rock may turn heel here on Roman Reigns. Really, we all really thought that. Then he vanished after this. He completely vanished off the face of the planet of Earth. Of the world of WWE. Completely vanished. Like a snap of a finger, he was gone. Until February of 2025, where he came to New Orleans and announced that WrestleMania 42 was going to be there. And he was a baby face, kind of, until he addressed Cody Rhodes, where he said to Cody Rhodes, I want you to be my champion. I don't want the championship. I want your soul. And we all thought this was the weirdest thing we've ever seen in an entire life. No joke. We all thought The Rock had lost his mind, and we thought that he's gone completely insane. And we actually all thought this was going to lead up to a storyline. Maybe Cody Rhodes turns heel or something like that. Or we all kind of knew Cody Rhodes was probably going to turn it down and The Rock had someone else, you know what I'm saying? But then we found out that Travis Scott and The Rock were going to be there together. And stuff like that. But we all thought that The Rock was going to be the main event of WrestleMania. We thought this was going to lead into a storyline with Cody and The Rock. All these different people. And something that actually matters. But we ended up did not matter. Now let's talk about Elimination Chamber, where he helped John Cena sell his soul to turn heel, take Cody Rhodes out, whip him with the Cody Soul, a weight belt with Travis Scott in the ring, and we got this final image of Elimination Chamber, and this is the final image of Elimination Chamber main event. That was the final image of the show. And that was it. And this was the last time we saw The Rock. And even when John Cena came back, did all the promos and stuff like that, he never once mentioned The Rock, except after winning the championship and after, and maybe like a week before, or maybe like the last appearance he had before WrestleMania. Not once mentioned why The Rock was at WrestleMania, why he sold his soul to The Rock, and what The Rock's plans were. Not once. Not once. And I thought, okay, it's fine, whatever. The Rock gonna be at Mania, just whatever, right? But by the way, let's go back. There was a social media tweet where someone says, "Is it true that Rock that you're not gonna be at Mania 41?" And well, we all know what that hit. And he said, "No, don't believe that garbage." Well, if you can't keep stay on your word, I get it, Rock. You have a busy schedule and stuff. You have a busy schedule. You have stuff to plan out. But your needs were not needed here if you didn't show up since this. And then, let's go to this. A couple days after WrestleMania, The Rock went on the Pat McAfee show, talked about why he wasn't there. And the real reason why he was at Elimination Chamber is because the CEO of TKO Group Holdings told The Rock, "Hey, Elimination Chamber ticket sales are low, and we need you to be there so we can get the ticket sales high." And that's the only reason The Rock was at Elimination Chamber and helped John Cena to turn heel, because the Elimination Chamber's tickets were low. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And then he says that I think that The Rock was not needed at the main event of WrestleMania 41. Yes, it was, Rock. Yeah, your needs were needed at the main event of WrestleMania 41 because you literally were in the storyline that helped John Cena turn heel. And all we got was Travis Scott helping John Cena to beat Cody Rhodes' 300-something day title reign. The Rock has completely lost his mind. He has ruined multiple moments. He almost ruined last year's Mania by not giving Cody Rhodes the championship opportunity. Almost completely ruined it. Almost completely, disgustingly ruined it. And now I'm pretty sure I saw an image where he says, "I think the final boss stuff is done." It better be done, Rock. The final boss stuff better be done. And I would better never, ever again, ever hear the name The Final Boss if you smell music ever again. The Rock, next, if you ever come back to the WWE without getting a ton of boos, because let me tell you, when you make your entrance and you step foot in the WWE ring for whatever promotion you have to say about some other PLE in the middle of no one cares about, I guarantee that you will get rained in by boos. It's gonna be how Hulk Hogan is when he came back for Raw debut on Netflix. He's gonna get rains of boos. That's what's gonna happen. Because The Rock disrespected the wrestling fans, manipulated multiple wrestling fans thinking he was going to do something, and now he does not care. He says the final boss stuff is done. Good. Hope you never wrestle again. Hope you never do anything again. Rock, I'm sorry, but retire. Don't ever have a wrestling match again. Don't ever appear in WWE again. Because we've seen what happens when you're WWE. You haven't had a meaningful storyline since last year when you were at the Roman, Cody, Seth, stuff like that. Last year, Mania 40. That's the only stuff that was the only meaningful storyline you had in the 2020s. and that's the only one because we got later in the 2024, and now in 2025, nobody likes you. Nobody likes you, Rock. So I'm just saying this right now. Nobody likes you. So don't ever show your face around WWE again. Don't ever show your face around WWE ever, 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 ever again. You got that? You got that? You got that? Okay, cool. Like that. Anyway, leave the comment below. What do you think about this? Do you think The Rock ruined WWE? I personally did. He also ruined Cody Rhodes' title reign. Don't forget about that. Anyway, have a beautiful rest of your day. Hit the subscribe button and hit the like button if you haven't already. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye.